Hello students, in this video we are going to discuss about the isometric projection of triangles. That's a triangular pyramid, a triangular prism. Okay, and in this one, as we have discussed in many videos, like for polygons like triangle, pentagon, and hexagon, we need to have a 2D sketch. Okay, from that one we are going to extract the relevant data which is required in order to draw the isometric projection of a polygon. So here we have three problems. Again, we are referring to the VTU. Okay, in that one 40, 44, 48. In all the three problems, we have a combination of two solids, and one of the solid is either a triangular prism or a triangular pyramid. So means we'll take one by one so that like we can see the relevant or the similarity between the problems. Right? So we'll read one by one first, and then we'll go back by solving one on the other. Okay, an equilateral triangular pyramid also means there is a pyramid. That means like the base of that one is a triangle, which is of side 40 mm and height 50 mm, is placed centrally on the top of a square slab. That means like we will learn how to draw a square slab as well as a equilateral triangular pyramid. Means that one of the solid is a triangle. And then the next one, we'll see there is an equilateral triangular prism. In the previous one, we had a pyramid, and here we have a prism. The base side is 30 and axis length is 70. Is resting on its triangular face. Means when we keep the equilateral triangle vertically, it will be resting on the triangular face. But here we will say rectangular face. Okay, so we'll see like how exactly we can place that one. Again, it is on the square slab, which is of 70 and 25. Okay. And the last one is there is a cone which is placed over an equilateral triangular prism. Means in 44 and 48 there is a prism, and in the 40 there is a pyramid. So means in whichever the problem in which we are going to have this triangle. Okay, so we need to have a triangle which is of a required dimension with a 2D sketch. Say now we'll take one by one. Say we'll take the first one, which is of problem number 40. Problem number 40, it says the bottom is a square slab. Okay, so which is of 80 by 20. So now let me just reduce the size of this one. Wherever it is required, then we will reduce that one. So now for a time being, so as usual, when we are going to start with the isometric projection, we need to have a horizontal line. Okay, so the first is a square slab which is of 80 and the thickness is a 20. Let me just take up one point here. It's 80, 30, 80, 150, then it's 80 minus 150, then 80 and minus 30. Okay, so the now the thickness is they say it is a 20. So let me just take like the height 20 and 20. And so whenever we have a slab, so the top one is again a square one. We'll copy and move with respect to the corner to the tip. Okay, then we'll move this line to the each corner. Okay, the first solid is done. Now let me just locate the center of this one by drawing one horizontal diagram. So as I said, right, if you don't want all these, just in order to have a clarity, just delete. Okay. Now, if I take the second solid, which is of equilateral triangular pyramid, the base is 50. Okay. So now we need to have a triangle which is of 40 mm side. So 40 enter 0. There's a 2D scale. Then 40 enter. Now the angle is 360 divided by 3. That's 120. Then again 40 enter 120 is multiplied by 2, 240. So we'll get the triangle. So now the triangle here, let me make it it's a darker one. Okay. Now again, as usual, we have done problems in 11, 36 and all. Inscribe this triangle with a rectangle or a square. Use alignment indicator to draw the lines and locate it properly. And we need a center of this one. So to locate the center, we need to have a median 1 and 2, corner to the midpoint. So let me just remove these two. Okay. So now, very important is we'll go to the smart dimension. So this is it's a 40. And say this is 34.64, and again this will be 40, and this will be again 34.64. And let me just mark the center here. It's 23.09. So let's take up this one to the down here. Let me just zoom these two areas properly. Okay, so now we need to have a triangle with the isoscale. So as we have seen it in the pentagon hexagon, let me just take a reference A to the B to the C to the D to the E. Okay, so we have 5 points here. So again, we'll start from here. A anticlockwise. So first line is 34.64. Enter. The first line is of 30 degree. Okay. Next from B to D we are moving. See anyhow it is at the midpoint. So it's a 40. Enter. 150. Enter. Okay. So then we are moving it down again. 34.64. Enter. Minus 150. Enter. Then back to this line. Okay. So now let's take up a line from here which goes to the mid of this one. Okay. So now the 40 line is this one. So the 40 is here. So the line goes from here to the mid of this one and back to here. Okay. So the base is 40 and these two lines which joins here, get 0.5. Okay, so this one is 34.64, this line. So we are joining to the mid of this one. So now, in order to locate the center of this one, let's take a line which is of 0.13 from the tip. It moves 23.09, 23.09, enter. It is coming down parallel to this line, that is, it is of minus 150. So this is where exactly we're going to get the center of the triangle. So now, what is the height of the triangle now? Triangular pyramid, it's of 50. So now again same here, take it down, little bit down. So now a line which is of a axis line and a 0.13 from the center, it is a 50. 50 and the height 90 degree. Now let's take it as continuous, which is visible, join to the corner of a triangle. 1, 2, okay. So now take the same triangular pyramid, we will move copy off from the mid of or a center point of the base to the mid of the tail. Okay, so now just zoom this area properly, go to the trim option, then this and this to the screen. These lines will be visible for us. Make it 0.5, and this line will not be visible for us. Make it thin and select everything. Go to the scale command, 0.8164, enter. Okay, now go back to the angle between this line and this line, 30 degree. This line is also 30 degree. Okay, so this is the solution for the problem number 40. That is, there is an equilateral triangular pyramid of base 40 and height 50. So place the centrally over a square slab. For that one, what we need a 2D sketch of the triangular pyramid, triangle, and a square block with a triangular pyramid. Okay, so that's about problem number 40. And if you take the same with respect to the problem number 44, where we say an equilateral triangular prism of base side 30 and axis length 70 is resting on one of its rectangular face on a square slab. Again, we have a square slab here. So again, we'll take a line, okay, so which is of horizontal line, and on a line with a 70, enter 30, enter 70, enter 150, enter 70, enter minus 150, enter 70 and minus 30. And the height they have given here, it's a 25 mm, 25, enter 90, enter. And select the same. So this line, remove command, copy on from the corner, take the same line, go to the move command, copy on from the bottom, so again, we'll need to have one horizontal diagonal in order to go to the center. So now just delete these lines with a little bit clarity. So now there is a equilateral triangle which is of base side 30. So now we need to have a triangle which is of a base side 30. Let me just check out whether it will be possible to reduce the scale. Scale, copy on, it's 30 divided by 40. Okay, yes, it is. Click here and drag it from there. Okay, now let me just zoom this area properly. Let me just check out smart dimension. This is yes, that's 30. Okay, good. That's nice. To the scale factor here again. Okay, or else if you're doing for the first time, you just drop a 30 triangle as we have done it in the problem number 40. Okay, so now again we need to have a triangular prism. Okay, so triangular prism, we can just create again one triangle where we can say we'll start from A and we'll go round. Okay, so first is for 25.98, enter is 30, enter. Okay, so then it's 30, enter, 150, enter, then again 25.98, enter, minus 150, enter, back to this line. Okay, so now we just go to smart dimension and check out. So this is our 30. So we'll take a line from the mid of this one, from the end to the mid of this line and this line. Okay, so now let me just take up the height from here to here. It's now again it's a 70 and 90. in the same line, and the triangle. Okay, let's move this little bit down. So now, if you check out this one, now it is resting on one of its triangular face. Okay, so the rectangular face is nothing but this face. Should be placed on a rectangular face. Now, it should be rotated with respect to the one of its rectangular face, the one which is having this one. So now what we'll do here is, first we'll mirror with respect to one of the face, that is the base. Okay, then we'll rotate this one, okay, with respect to this face, means this corner, this line at a 180 degree. You can see when I place it here, the angle will turn to the 180 degree and just click it here. Okay, so this is the position what exactly we need in order to place it on the square prism. So now once this one is done, so we can go to the move command, copy of mid of the base should be taken to the mid of this line. Okay, that means this is the face on which the triangle is placed. Okay, that is a rectangular face. So if it is a triangular one, then this will be a triangular one. So now mid of this line, and this line is invisible, so we can go to the trim option, so trim of these things. Okay, so now select everything, make it 0.5 and convert to the scale. Place it here, then show the angle between this line and this line is 30 degree, and this is a, that's how exactly we can do it here. Okay, so we need to just check out okay, so how exactly it should be placed with respect to the positioning condition. That is what is very important in this problem. So second one, the one which is having a rectangular face, but the positioning will be a different one. So we can even do this problem, that is the rectangle, sorry, the triangular prism in another way also. So like if you see this triangle, okay, so we can consider this one as one rectangle, and if you start from A, so the AB we will take it as a 90 degree, that's the vertical one, 25.98, enter 90 degree. Then we'll take this BD, that is a 30, enter, and the line goes in this way, that is with respect to the 150 degree, respect to 150 degree, and will come down with the D to E in the same way, 25.98, enter, minus 90 degree. Okay, then we'll join this one. Okay, so once this one is done, so we can check out this, whatever the line is of 30, so we'll take a line from here and we'll join to the midpoint. So this is the triangle. Okay, so now this height of this one is 70, so we'll take 70, and height here is horizontal one, so it goes with the 30 degree. Okay, so once this one is done, so we can select this and we can go to the move, copy on this point to here, and this line we can move from here to this one. Anyhow, this line will not be visible. If you want, you can just keep, or else even if you don't keep, that's fine. Now you can just delete these lines. If you want to retain, you can just retain. If not, you can just delete. Okay, so then you can select the whole triangle and go to the move command, copy off from the midpoint, place it to the midpoint. Okay, so this anyhow already scaled down, so this one is looking a little bigger, and this is not scaled down, so it is looking a little bit smaller. Okay, so this way also you can do this problem. Anything, anyhow, at last is it should be placed on the rectangular face. So that's about problem number 44. The last one, we have a cone which is placed over a equilateral triangular prism, which is of side 100. So now we'll take up the same triangle here. You can just drop once again. Now I'm using the scale factor here. Copy on. I need 100 divided by I have 40. Okay, so now so that's here. Just take out. Yes, this is 100. Let me just add it here to complete the problem. Now we'll go to the smart dimension. So this is 100, and this one will be of 86.4, and I need a center here, so that is 57.74. So these are the things which are needed for us. Now I need to have a triangular prism. Just keep this one a little bit down, so that I can show the problem here itself. Okay. So now let's take a line now, as usual with the isometric. We'll take a point 1 3 line here, and once you take from here, we'll start with the A, which is of 86.6, enter, 30, enter. Then we'll take a turn from B to D, it is 100, enter, 150, enter. Then so we'll take 86.6, enter, 150, enter. So now, so this is what is our 100 line. Make it dark, and take a line which is a 0.5 from the midpoint, sorry, end point to the midpoint of this line, and okay. Now take a line with the 0.13 from the tip. It is the 57.74. From the tip is 57.74. Enter. So coming down parallel to this line, it is minus 150. So this is the center. So now the height of the prism is 20 mm. So let me just take up a line here, 20 and 90. So select the triangle with the center line and move it out with a copy on. This line will not be visible for us, and this line not required. This is not required. This line is wrong. Just check out. Let's undo. Okay, this line is drawn properly. Let's take it from here. It's 57.74. Enter, minus 1. Enter. As I said, we'll delete all these lines to avoid confusions. So we'll move this line to each corner, so 3 corners, 1, 1. Okay, so this is how exactly we do the triangular prism. We'll go with the angle between this line and this line, 30 degree. This line, this line is a 30 degree. So above this one now it's a cone. Okay, so as already we know, in order to have a cone, we need to have a square equal to the cone diameter. This cone diameter is how much it is 50 and 50. So let's say like 50 enter 30 enter 50 enter 150 enter 50 enter minus 150 enter 50 enter minus 30 enter. So let's zoom this one and just have one horizontal diagonal and go to the tangent arc, midpoint, midpoint, and midpoint, midpoint. Okay, so the height we need to take it with the center line with a 0.13, 1 to it's a 50, enter, 90, enter, and change the line thickness to 0.3 and continuous line, and it's a tangent line. So go with the mirror command, this line with respect to this one, exactly. Oh, mirror this, copy on with respect to this one. Yes. So copy this, go to the move command, copy off from the center, we'll select here to the center. Now delete all these lines just to avoid confusions. Keep the center line. So go to the trim command, trim this part, this part, this part, this part, zoom it and trim, zoom it and trim. Now select this, make it fine. This is how exactly it is appearing. Select everything without fail, it's clear. Copy out, enter, 8164, enter, enter, that's it. Save. So this is how exactly we are going to do the problems based on the triangle. So you need to have the triangle 2D diagram and then you can proceed with the condition.